Cowboy, last week, Mike Unklebach put me in touch with him and said he was just a passionate, fired up, getting it done dude. And the first time I had heard about him was I saw some recognition stuff on during the last recognition webinars that the company did. I saw his name on there, and I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, when we got him on the phone the other night, I was like, wow, this guy's passion is just absolutely contagious. So I asked him to get on the call with us tonight, and he said yep. So here we are. But anyway, Cowboy, I kind of want to start tonight with just a little bit of your story. Can you tell us a little bit about your background, where you come from and where you're going?
Yeah, I mean, I won't go into all of it, but hey, when I was 10 years old, my parents divorced. In the ninth grade, I had to quit school and go to work to help support my family. And with a ninth grade education, you can only do so much. So I went into the construction industry. Over the past 34 years, I built up quite a pretty good, healthy construction company. And in 2007, I don't know about where y'all are at, but in Texas, the housing market crashed, and I had 7 houses on the ground that I went from doing really good to really bad really quick. In about 64 days, I had to file for bankruptcy. My master electrician that wired all my houses for me called me and said, it was in May of 07, and he said, hey, Jeff, man, I've got something you'll be good at. And I said, well, what is it? And he said, you get 3 people that get 3 people that get 3 people. And I said, hey, that's a pyramid. Don't ever call me again. And I hung up on him. And in November of 2007, same guy, hadn't talked to him in 6 months, calls me back. And he said, hey, what are you doing? I said, man, I got tool pouches on. I'm doing anything I can to feed my family. And he said, where you at? I said, I'm at the house. And he said, can I stop by? And I said, well, sure. And when I said, why, sure, he rang the doorbell. I opened the front door. He popped an $8,000 check in my face, and he said, that's from this week. And I said, come in and have a seat. So, hey, we fast forward through all that. And back in October the 5th, 2011, I was making a check every month with 2 numbers in front of the comma, and it went away. Like, it was poor leadership and lack of financial backing, and it was a network marketing company. And I said, that's it, I'm done. I don't want to do no more. And fast forward again, and I met some people back in June, and they started telling me about a network marketing company. I said, not interested, don't care about the product, don't care about the company, don't call me no more. And the guy's name was Mike, and he called me every single day for about 2.5 weeks. And
wow.
Yeah, one day he caught me in a bad mood, and he called me, and I said, Mike, look, I'm going to make this real clear. I'm not interested. Don't want nothing to do with network marketing. I'm done. Never do another one. And he said, well, I'm going to call you every single day until you come look at the office. And I said, well, hey, I'm not smart, but I have a smartphone. And I'm going to block you, and we won't ever talk again. And as I pull the phone away from my ear, I hear him say, hey, Cowboy, Troy Aikman is an owner. And, hey, I'm probably fixing to backslide and cuss him. I'm mad. And I pulled the phone back up, and I said, look, Mike, if you got to lie to people to get them in your company, I really don't want nothing to do with it. He said, no, Troy Aikman's an owner. And I hung up on him. And he sent me a 2-minute and 6-second video of Troy Aikman all by himself on camera telling me why he's invested in this company, why he's passionate about it. And I had to call him back and eat crow. I said, Mike, I apologize. Could you text me the address to the company? And the next day, I drove to Frisco, Texas, and didn't want to do network marketing. I took one step in front of the door, and to be honest, for 2.5 hours, I had to play like I wasn't excited. I mean, I've been all over the world to hundreds of network marketing companies and never seen nothing like I seen then. And for 2.5 hours, I played like I wasn't excited. I walked out, and nobody knows this, but before I got to my car, I'd called 2 of my mentors. One of them had made $15 million. One of them had made $22 million in network marketing. And I said, hey, I get it. You're the mentor. I'm the student. But y'all know, hey, every company on the planet's flown me to their offices, and I just walked out of something that I never even thought possible. It was the smoothest ran company with the best financial backing and the best product I've ever seen in my life. And they said, where's it at? And I said, Frisco, Texas. And they both said, there's no way something like that exists in our backyard without us knowing about it. And I said, well, come down and look. And the next day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they came down and signed up. And I mean, this is the easiest. Now, trust me, it takes effort, but this is the easiest company I've ever been with, ever. I mean, everything about it. The problem is most people, when they get into network marketing, they think they're selling something. And if you're all about you and not helping others, you're probably not going to be successful here. I mean, I don't want to get all, hey, I'm the biggest sinner I know, but I know this, that, hey, I tell people about Jesus because I care about them, not because I care about me. Now, when I tell somebody about Jesus, hey, I'm laying up crowns in heaven, and I get that, but that ain't why I do it. I do it because I'm wanting people to benefit from it. And if you get into this company and you're trying to help others get better health-wise and financial-wise and quit focusing on yourself, you'll be successful.
Wow. Wow, that is some good stuff. Absolutely. That is really, really good. Well, I wanted to ask you some specific questions regarding prospecting and recruiting and building your business. I know we got pretty much everybody on this call wants to build a business. So
I agree.
You know, these people that they're taking time out of their lives to call in tonight. So these are the serious people. So
right.
What are your daily prospecting habits? You know, what habits can people take and say, all right, if you do these things, if you make this a habit, if this is your to-do list every day, this will make you successful in ID life. What does that look like?
Well, I mean, and this is known in the industry. Hey, I don't go out and prospect. I prospect while I'm out. Like, I mean, yesterday I got a 20-something-year-old, and I told you this earlier, which is funny. This is just my pitch. I've got a 9th grade education, and I've learned everything I've learned by making mistakes. But I walked out of a gas station yesterday, and I seen a 20-something-year-old kid. He looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, his earlobes weren't even fat, you know. And I walked up to him, and I said, hey, I know you've never been inside of a gym, but if you ever get interested in getting healthy, I have something for you. And he started laughing. Hey, we walk over to the truck. I hand him a pre and a post-workout and a hydrate and an energy drink and a Success magazine with Troy Aikman and Pudge on the cover. And I said, everything we have is gluten-free, soy-free, lactose-free, casein-free, sugar-free, synthetic-free, GMO-free. Are you interested? And he's like, holy cow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So that's the deal. You don't go out and work this business. You just work this business while you're out. I don't care if we're at a movie theater. I don't care if we're on the golf course. I don't care if I'm at a car wash. I mean, once your perspective goes from you trying to get wealthy or you trying to get healthy and more concerned about trying to help other people get healthy and other people get wealthy, you're going to talk to everybody. You know, it's the same reason I tell people about God. I don't want anybody going to hell. And I'm telling you right now, I tell people about ID Life because I don't want anybody. Hey, go to Walmart and look around. Do you think them 70-year-old, 75-year-old greeters at Walmart are there by choice? No. They're there because they make poor decisions in their past, or they didn't have a savings account. My God, I was 40 years old before I knew a 401k was a savings account. I thought a 401k was a race. You know, nobody ever taught me finances. So I'm just fumbling my way through it.
Wow. So you basically just prospect everywhere you go. Then you just talk to people everywhere, basically.
Well, yeah, because I know it will benefit them. So it's not a selfish intent. I'm not doing it for me to make money off of. I mean, I don't care if they come in the business or not. But every single person on this planet needs our customized nutrition, period. Everybody. I mean, my mom's 77 years old, and she's been on the product 3 months, and she's not even the same person. I mean, she's a stroke victim. She's in a nursing home, and that's part 2 of my goal is I want to be making enough money a month to where I can move my mom home with me and have her a 24-hour around-the-clock nurse to take care of her. I don't want my mom dying in a nursing home. I put my mom through hell until I was 30 years old and found Jesus. I wasn't worth killing. So the last thing I want is for my mom to die in a nursing home. And I can tell stories all night long about, hey, in 3 months on this product, she has completely changed her life. And I'm not saying the product caused it, but I will say that God designed our immune system to heal ourselves of everything if we get the proper nutrition. And once I got my mom on the proper nutrition, I went there last night, and she said, Jeff, I need you to get me all my blood work and everything done. She said, since I've been on these vitamins, my blood sugar is low, and they haven't changed my insulin. So when your blood sugar is low and they give you insulin, it drops it even lower. So I've got to go pick my mom up. This is a testimony. I got to go pick my mom up, take her to a private physician, have her blood work done so he can lower her insulin intake. And I'm telling you right now, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, nothing's changed. Her medications haven't changed. Her diet hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed in her life is the nutrition she's been getting. It's science. It ain't a guess. It's powerful.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing stuff. And, you know, we hear stories about like that, you know, all the time. I know for me.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It completely got rid of my seasonal allergies, you know, which is a big deal for me, you know. It's a big deal.
Oh, me and you both.
Yeah.
Me and you both. Something else for the people on this call, you know, and I told Chris and Margaret and Charlie this today. Everywhere I go, if I go into a gas station or a convenience store or even the grocery store, if you walk back by the bathrooms, they all have a quart pinup board to where people stick business cards.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best ways I recruit is I go to them pinup boards and I pull off every card I see that says independent distributor or diamond or ruby or ambassador, and I pull them off and I call these people and I say, hey, I got your card at H-E-B or Walmart, and I know you're a professional networker because I got your card. And if you're a professional networker like I am, you know that it's only common sense to look at every opportunity out there and then make a decision. Or look at every opportunity out there and shoot holes to it and then use that to recruit people into your business. I mean, that's just common sense. So, and I even tell them this, hey, John, I want to sit down with you. I want you to show me what you got, and I want to show you what I have, and whoever has the best deal, wouldn't you agree we should both be doing the best deal? That's just common sense. If I got a better product, a better comp plan, hey, that's what I want to be doing.
Wow. So you just call people in other network marketing companies.
That's my main focus. Because you don't have to deal with the whole pyramid thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing network marketing, you're either doing it to get healthy or wealthy, right? Well, if I have the best company on the planet to get you both of them places quicker with less effort, why wouldn't you sit down with me?
Wow.
And hey, I'll do 3-way calls with anybody on this phone call. Hey, you get the cards, call me. Hey, and we'll three-way them in, and I'll take the call. You can sit there and listen. I don't care. But ain't nobody got a better deal. We got a worldwide patent on the only customized vitamin on the planet. I mean, there's great companies out there, Advocare, Herbalife, TLC. All these companies are great companies, but with their product, 10 of us might try their product, and, hey, one, maybe 7 of us might have good results, but we all don't. And the reason for that is they don't have a customized product. They have a product that's just generic. You take it, hey, it might be what you need, it might not. With our product, it don't matter who you are, what color you are, what age you are, what your diet is, what your illnesses are, what pharmaceuticals you're on. We design a vitamin specifically for you to get you healthy. So it works on every single person. Nobody can touch us.
Yep. That's amazing. So I've never talked to anyone that's in another network marketing company. So did you how do you start doing that? Do you just obviously you said you cold call business cards, but I know people in other network marketing companies. So do you just call them up and ask them to show you what they have, and then you show them what you have? And
yeah, and hey, I'm honest. I mean, sometimes I'm honest and loyal to a fault, but I would call you and I'd say, hey, John, I know you're in a multi-level marketing company. I would like to sit down with you and let you show me exactly what you have and what you have to offer. And I'd like to show you what I have and what I have to offer. And let's see who has the best deal. Because I'm telling you right now, if you sit down with our products and our comp plan, we beat everybody. And I've hit 2 home runs in this industry. I've been in all the magazines. I've made all the money. But I've never been in anything even close to this. Nobody can beat me. It's an unfair advantage. Period.
Wow. That's good. That's good stuff. Let me ask you this. This is kind of a change of subject. What makes you so passionate?
You're the boss. Man, to be honest, hey, with everybody on this call, when I got into ID Life, it had nothing to do with the vitamins. It had nothing to do with the product. I got into it because I'm a comp plan. I can't spell cat, but I'm a math wizard. Okay? When I seen this comp plan, I knew I could get wealthy. And I got into this to be wealthy. Now, in school, they called me the alphabet kid. OCD, ADD, ADHD. I mean, oh, look, there goes a squirrel. You know what I mean? So, healthy, I was pretty healthy. I mean, I'm 50 years old, 200 pounds. I'm not fat. And when I got into this company, I got in for the money. And don't ask me why. It's different for everybody. But on day 9, it was like I stepped out of a fog. My mental clarity, my focus, my energy. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. It's 7:50. My energy's off the chain. And I said, oh my God, the product really does work. And to be honest, I really didn't care if it worked. I was just trying to make money. I got to get my mom out of that nursing home, period. I don't care what I got to do. As long as I'm walking in integrity and I'm being truthful, I'm great. So then 3 months into it, and I feel horrible, but I go to visit my mom. I'm on the products. I'm loving life. I'm making money. And I'm sitting there visiting my mom. I go, why in the world why do I not have my mom on this product? So I don't know if y'all know, but in a nursing home, you can't even give your mom a Tic Tac. You know, you can't give her nothing. So I went up to the doctor. I have her power of attorney, and I said, hey, I'm requesting all her pharmaceuticals printed out. He printed out 13 pharmaceuticals. Now, my mom as a kid had polio on her right side. So her right foot's a size 5, her left foot's a size 8. And when she had that stroke, it paralyzed her left side, and her right side's a polio side, and she lost all her motor skills. So I go in, I get the pharmaceuticals, I pull up our website, and I take my mom and I walk her through the health assessment. And I'm typing everything in for her. I punch in all her pharmaceuticals, and I get her on the stuff for 2.5 years now. My mom calls me 7 days a week, every day. For 2.5 years, she would have to tell the nurse, call my son, and my nurse would hold the phone to her ear. About 14 days on the product. For me, it was day 9. For my mom, it was day 14. About day 14, I get a text. I'm driving down the road, and I get a text message from Mom saying, call me. And I had somebody in the car with me, and I started laughing. They go, what's so funny? I said, this don't even make sense. Why would she do that? And I call her back, and I said, hey, Mom, why didn't you just have the nurse call me instead of texting me the words call me? And she goes, I didn't. I go, what do you mean you didn't? She goes, I figured it out. And I said, you figured what out? And she said, I figured out how to text. And I was like, the nurse didn't do that? She goes, no, she's not even in my room. And I went, holy cow, that's a miracle. Oh, my God. And she started crying, and I was like crying, and I hung up the phone, and I told my buddy, I said, oh, my God, she texts me. That's amazing. And then I almost wrecked my truck when I realized my mom has a 1990 flip phone. I don't even think I can text on a flip phone. You know what I mean? Hey, just to do call, you have to go 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. I'm like, oh, my God. So that's when I caught on fire. Hey, change my mom's everything. So, hey, can't nobody tell me no.
You've told me that several times, and I'm starting to believe it.
Oh, it's a fact. Hey, if you tell me no, we're going to do an IQ test because something's wrong.
Wow. Wow. I had it's funny. I had a whole set of questions that I was gonna use, but you're taking this in way better directions than I was going to. So I just
hey, you're the boss. You tell me where you want to run. Hey, I will tell everybody on this. Go ahead.
No, go
ahead, John. No, you go ahead.
I wanted to. One of the things I wanted to ask you about is what do you do? What do you do in this business when you're having a bad day? What do you do to get yourself out of a funk?
Well, and hey, everybody can't do this. Okay, so I'm single, probably for a reason. I will not tolerate negativity, period. If somebody calls me and they get negative, I give them a warning. I go, oh, hang on. Let's not be negative. Let's look at the positive. And if you do that more than twice to me, I'll just hang up the phone because negativity is like a cancer. Okay? So something else I do, like, the trip where everybody's trying to get for May for
Yep.
ID Life, that's my screensaver on my phone. Okay? So every single time my phone rings, every single time I get a text, when I look at my phone to see what it is, I see that trip. Okay? On my mirror in my bathroom, a picture of my mom in his wheelchair in a nursing home. All right? And on my sun visor in my truck, on my dash in my truck. Every time I'm anywhere that I'm normally at, I'm seeing my goals and my dreams that I have planned out. And it keeps me motivated.
Wow. So you just you post your goals everywhere, and so you just visualize stuff all the time, basically.
All day long. Because
wow.
if you keep it in your mind, you'll make it. They say what you can conceive, you can achieve.
Wow.
Something else. Hey, your people. Hey, and you might not understand this, but I'm telling you, it's almost like the law of gravity. When we have revolution in April, if you get 10 people there in the next 30 days, you'll have 100 new people on your business. If you get 100 people there in the next 30 days, you'll have 1,000 people in your business. And you can think I'm crazy, but I've done this and I've been successful at it, and it's a fact. The more people you get to that convention, the more money you're going to make and the more people you're going to help. It's just like a law, I'm telling you. So the most important thing is to get people to that convention and you get there. And even if you have to, look through your organization and tell people, I mean, I can't see your organization, but I can see mine, and I can say, hey, John, man, you're almost at senior director. If you can hit senior director this month, I'll pay half of your ticket to Revolution, or I'll pay all your ticket to Revolution. Or if you personally sponsor 3 people and hit your Grand Slam this month, I'll pay your way to Revolution. You need to start doing competitions in your team to get people to that convention, because it's only going to help you get wealthier, and it's going to help them help more people anyway. Number 2, the people on your team that are working hard, they need recognition. I mean, I'll do a lot of things for money, but hey, I'll do a lot more things for a pat on the back. And hey, that might seem arrogant or prideful, but it's not. But people do things, and they appreciate recognition. I mean, I've done some amazing stuff in my past, and every time somebody gave me a trophy or a belt, I mean, I rode bulls my whole life. When I won a rodeo and won a buckle, hey, I guarantee you the next time they opened the gate and I came out on a bull, I was trying harder than I did before.
Wow. Yep. Awesome stuff. Well, I'm going to open this thing up for Q&A really quick, Cowboy. Is that all right?
Yes, sir. You're the boss.
Okay, cool. Well, everybody, if you have a question that you want to ask him in regards to anything, unmute yourself and ask away.
Hey, I know I wasn't that good. Nobody's got any questions? Hey, maybe they all hung up, John. Did you check the call center?
I'm looking at it. We got 3 pages full.
Holy cow.
I have a question. I'd like to hear a little bit more about when you're speaking with people from other companies. You know, they're a lot of times they're very loyal and you know, they don't, you know, they're not wanting to switch, and you know, they've already got a team. Can you I don't even know how to exactly ask the question, but how do you walk through that conversation and handle some of their objections?
There's a couple of ways. So what was your name?
My name is Brian.
Okay, Brian. So let's say you're with another network marketing company, and I contact you, and I say, hey, I know you're a professional networker, and you would have to agree with me, I would think, that it's better to look at every opportunity out there. And your response would be, well, I'm the top money earner in this company. Why would I look at another company? And my response would be, well, I thought you were a professional networker. And you would say, I am. You'd probably get upset at me, but you'd say, I am. And I'd say, well, don't it make sense to look at every opportunity, look at the comp plan, look at the product, shoot holes through it, take notes, and use everything you learn to recruit people out of my company into your company? Because as a professional networker, that's what we do. We look for other professional networkers to get them involved in what we're doing. So that would be one way. Number 2 would be, I would say, hey, Brian, how many people you got on your team? And you'd say 5,000. And I'd say, well, hey, did you get paid when they came over there? Well, of course. When they came in, I got paid on them. Well, if I have a better opportunity with a better product and a better comp plan, wouldn't you like to bring them over here and get paid on them a second time?
Okay. So have you ever encountered anybody that had a comp plan or I mean, you know, I'm thinking through some of the people that I know that are doing things with like skincare, and where, you know, it's not exactly apples to apples. You're not comparing other health products. What's the biggest challenge, you know, that when you think about all the people you've talked to, can you describe what some of the biggest challenges you faced with that big, most difficult call, maybe?
Well, I don't know if you know this or not. I don't know if you know this or not, but we actually have probably one of the best, if not the best, skincare line in all of the network marketing industry. It's all Nobel Prize winning telomere skincare. And then another thing about skincare you need to realize is the majority of skincare companies out there are binaries. It's a binary comp plan. In other words, you have a power leg and a pay leg, but you only get paid on the pay leg. I'll tell you this, Brian, and everybody on this call, hey, I'm not scared to talk to nobody because I know I got the best thing in the world. If you get me on the phone with anybody, hey, they're either making a whole lot of money and they're too insecure to walk away from it, or they're coming over here. You know, I tell people all the time on the phone, hey, come over or start over. And then there's also a third part to what I was telling you a while ago. So here's another thing. If I bring somebody into a business, I'm responsible for them, correct? So
yeah, correct.
if I'm responsible for them and I look at a better opportunity, let's say you're in the skincare company and and the people on your team are making $200 or $300 a month and they're spending tons and tons of time in it. And I see a better opportunity to where every single person on my team could be making $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And I don't show that to them. I'm doing them a disservice by not showing them a better opportunity. That's just what it boils down to. Everybody you bring into a business, you're responsible for. And you're responsible for their success, and you're responsible for their future. Now, if they don't work, I understand that. But if you see a better deal, if me and you were working at Walmart for $12 an hour and you went over to Target at $18 an hour, I'd say, hey, Brian, what happened to you? Why are you not here? Well, hey, we're doing the same exact thing at Target. We're making $6 an hour more. I would think you'd hook me up with a job. Basically the same thing.
Yeah. I appreciate the answer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think part of it too is that you have so much posture when you talk to people that you probably don't get a lot of objections, I bet.
No, you got to understand what we have in our hands. For one, we've got 3 billionaires backing the company finance. Mike Salem said on stage, if I have to stroke a check for $10 million, I'll just stroke a check. I don't know any other MLM, and I'm not saying there's not one, but I don't know any other MLM on the planet that could say that or do that. And then two, you got to realize we have a worldwide patent on the only customized vitamin on the planet, period. And if anybody tries to copy that, one, we have a worldwide patent. Two, I really wouldn't want to make angry 3 billionaires.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, I've been in this industry a while and I've been successful. Nobody can touch us. And you're right. It's all about posture. When I sit down with somebody, if they don't come on board, I used to get angry. Now, one, I feel sorry for them. And two, I think I did them a disservice, because if I would have conveyed what I see and what I feel and what I know, they would have come on board.
Wow. Anybody else got any questions? Don't be shy.
We're 36 minutes in. They might have already hung up.
No,
but hey, you make sure everybody's got my number. Hey, I'll do 3-way calls. I'll do conference calls. Whatever y'all need to be successful, I'll help. And I take off Sunday until 2 p.m. From 2 p.m., 7 days a week, I'm going.
All right. Well, if no one has any other questions, I'm going to wrap this thing up. So we're 6 minutes over right now.
Brother. Right.
Cowboy, I want to say
you,
a big thank you for jumping on here tonight. We
Yeah,
really appreciate this.
I'm humbled by it. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah, absolutely. I thank you so much. I appreciate your.
You're welcome.
John, are you going to get us the number?
Yeah, I'll put his number.
My number's.
Yeah,
there you go. 254-205-3211.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I appreciate you, brother. Love you,
Ain't
John.
nobody
Y'all
telling
take
me no.
care, brother.
Love you too, brother. Thank you so much. All right.
You're
Look
welcome.
forward to seeing you in the morning, Mike.
Thank you so much.
All right. Talk to you all in the morning.
Thanks, John, for coordinating it.